Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday morning as we look out over Grand Rapids. Sunrise not coming up until 8:03, so we're still a ways away from that, but most of the rain has already shifted out of the area, so you will not need the umbrella or the raincoat this morning. I think by the time we get into the afternoon, we turn partly sunny. The rest of the day is generally dry, except for over the next hour or so here, maybe a little bit of mist or some drizzle out there. More rain coming in tonight into the first part of tomorrow, maybe a rumble of thunder in there, and then there'll be yet another round with a few more thunderstorms Thursday night going into about the first part of Friday as well. Live Doppler radar confirms with that sweep going around. If you were watching me yesterday, we didn't see that radar working because the National Weather Service here in Grand Rapids was waiting on a part. If you've ever been out to the Gerald R. Ford Airport and you see that big, what looks like a golf ball sitting on a tower, that's the radar. We call it the WSR-88D radar because it came out in 1988. WSR means Weather Surveillance Radar. Long story short, they needed a part, they got it, and it is going round and round, and it's working right now. Our current temperatures, we've got a wedge of warmer air that's made it up to Muskegon, Grand Rapids, and Ionia. We're in the 50s there. It's very mild out there. That front likely won't progress any further to the north. They're in the 40s across our northern counties, and I think over the next hour or 2 hours, we'll stay in the 50s. And then once we get behind that low pressure area, these may drop off into the upper 40s, and then later on today, we go back into the upper 50s. Here's the clouds and radar moving over the last several hours. All those showers, even a few thunder showers south of GR, have now shifted into Canada. We still have lots of cloud cover around. You can see by the gray shading, but I would expect to thin that out as we get into the afternoon hours. So our forecast for today, morning clouds, a couple of patchy areas of fog out there. Otherwise, becoming partly sunny, a little bit warmer than yesterday. We should make about 56 degrees today. We'll have a west wind at about 7 to 14 miles per hour. Out on Lake Michigan, we showed you the live shot in South Haven before the break. We've got a high beach hazard risk out there today. Small craft advisories through the afternoon and into the early evening. 4 to 6 foot waves this morning. Those are the highest. They go to about 2 to 4 feet by the mid to late afternoon hours. We'll have a west wind this morning at about 20 to 30 knots. That comes down out of the west at about 10 to 20 knots this afternoon. And then through the evening hours, it comes down even more along with the wave heights out there. Take a look at our computer forecast model. I say this every once in a while. One of the reasons that I lay these low pressure areas, the cold fronts, the warm fronts, the lows on the map is because I want you folks to be able to conceptualize what it is I see as a meteorologist. It helps me to explain why this is happening, why we're getting the kind of weather we're getting, and helps you to understand it. May make some good water cooler conversation at work as well. Anyways, and I know there's a lot of farmers that like this also. Anyways, as we look at the situation at 9 a.m. this morning, that low has already shifted past the area. We're looking like mainly cloudy skies. We should decrease some of that cloud cover through the afternoon hours, so the rest of the day is dry. Then we thicken the cloud cover right back up. We go through the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. Here's a warm front down to our south. Out ahead of that warm front, there's going to be more showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder that break out. That warm front lifts on through the area. We get into the warm sector tomorrow. That launches us into the mid-60s. Thursday night into Friday, here comes the low and the cold front. We'll see more showers, maybe some thunderstorms. We're still out ahead of the system, so we've got the warm air in place for Friday morning. But then once this system goes through us, the cooler air starts to come in behind it. So our warmest temperatures on Friday occur the first half of the day because they'll fall into the 50s the rest of the day. Here's our GFS forecast model to kind of tally accumulating rain between now and 6 p.m. on Friday, anywhere from a third to maybe 3/4 of an inch to a little more than an inch off to the north and west of Grand Rapids over the next 2 days. Be thankful it's not this. On the national scene, let's tally snowfall because there's snow with this system on the north side of the system, but not for us. Not for us here, but off to the north and west, they can see a good 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of snow in those areas of darker blue in the northern plains and the upper Midwest. But for us, it's just going to be rain. We're in the mid-50s today. The day itself today is going to be dry, but later on after midnight into tomorrow morning, we'll see some night showers. That goes into mainly AM showers for us tomorrow. Temperatures into the mid-60s, and then the rest of Thursday will be dry. Then Thursday night into Friday, probably till about the early to mid-afternoon, we should clear out of here for Friday night football. Rain, some thunder, and falling temperatures. That 66 will occur early. That area arrow represents temperatures will fall throughout the day. It looks dry on Saturday, temperatures around 50 degrees there, and then by the time we get into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, more rain chances and cooler temperatures with highs only in the upper 40s to around the 50-degree mark. We've got your 6:40 weather photo of the day from about 3,000 or 4,000 feet above the surface to give you a flavor of what the colors look like, and we'll have more forecast details coming up then. Mike, Alyssa?
And Kevin, you did say you think the rain will clear out by Friday Night Football?
I do. That's what it looks like right now. We should get rid of it by mid to late afternoon, Mike, so keep your fingers crossed for that. That looks pretty good right now.
Sounds good.
There you go. 6:23, still ahead this morning.
An old plane getting a major make.